Once upon a time, in the lush valleys of a small Nigerian village nestled between rolling hills and ancient baobab trees, the air was always filled with the scent of red earth after rain and the distant rhythm of talking drums. This was the home of Nala, a spirited girl born under a full moon, which the elders said blessed her with beauty, but cursed her with a fiery temper. Her father, was a humble fisherman who cast his nets into the winding river each dawn, while her mother, Ader, wove baskets from palm fronds to sell at the bustling market. From a young age, Nala was known for her quick hands and quicker anger. She helped her mother tend the small farm behind their mud hut, where they grew yams, cassava, and raised a flock of chickens that scratched the soil for worms. One scorching afternoon, when Nala was just 11, disaster struck. She had spent hours planting maize seeds in neat rows, her back aching under the sun's glare. As she stepped back to admire her work, a curious hen wandered over, pecking at the fresh mounds and scattering the seeds everywhere. Fury boiled in Nala's chest like a pot over an open fire. "You stupid bird," she shouted, chasing the hen. In her rage, she caught it by the legs, dug a shallow hole with her bare hands, and buried it alive, ignoring its frantic clucks and flutters. The soil muffled its cries, and Nala dusted her hands, feeling a twisted satisfaction. "That'll teach you," she muttered, kicking dirt over the spot. She told no one, and as days passed, she forgot the incident, burying it deep in her mind like the chicken in the earth. Years flowed like the river, and Nala blossomed into a woman of striking grace. Her ebony skin glowed like polished wood. Her eyes held the sparkle of stars, and her laughter echoed through the village like birdsong. Suitors came from neighboring clans, bearing gifts of kola nuts, goats, and fine cloths. But Nala's heart was captured by Kofi, a tall trader from the city who dealt in spices and fabrics. He was kind, with a smile that warmed her soul, and he spoke of dreams beyond the village schools for children, homes with electric lights. Their wedding was a festival of joy. Drums thundered, women in colorful wrappers danced with swaying hips, and elders poured libations to the ancestors. Palm wine flowed like water, and the air hummed with ululations. Nala moved to the city with Kofi, into a modest house with concrete walls and a tin roof that pinged during rainstorms. At first, life was sweet. Kofi showered her with love, and Nala cooked his favorite meals, fufu with a goosey soup, garnished with fresh herbs from her small garden. But as moons turned to years, a shadow crept over their happiness. 3 years passed, and Nala's womb remained empty. No patter of tiny feet filled their home, no cries of a baby at dawn. They visited doctors in gleaming clinics, swallowed bitter pills, and endured tests that poked and prodded. "Nothing is wrong physically," the doctors said, shrugging. "Keep trying," but whispers grew among Kofi's family. His mother, a stern woman with a sharp tongue, sneered, "What use is a beautiful wife who cannot bear fruit? She is like a dry well in the desert." His sisters gossiped at family gatherings, calling her the barren one behind her back. Nala's heart shattered like a dropped calabash. She wept in secret, her tears soaking the pillow as Kofi held her, whispering, "My love, you are enough for me. The gods will bless us in time, but doubt not at her." Why me? She wondered. One night, a dream haunted her, a chicken scratching at the earth, its eyes accusing, clucking, "You buried life, and now life buries you." Desperate, Nala confided in her childhood friend, Amara, who urged her to return to the village. "The city doctors know medicine, but they don't know spirits. Go see Baba Olu, the diviner. He speaks with the ancestors." With Kofi's blessing, Nala journeyed home, the bus rumbling over dusty roads lined with mango trees heavy with fruit. Her parents welcomed her with open arms, though worrying etched their faces like cracks in dry clay. The next dawn, they trekked to Baba Olu's shrine, a sacred grove shaded by iroko trees, where cowrie shells dangled from branches and incense smoke curled like serpents. Baba Olu, ancient as the hills, sat cross-legged on a leopard skin, his eyes milky white from years of gazing into the unseen. He threw his divination chain a string of bones and seeds and chanted in a voice like thunder.
"Ah, daughter of Iza," he intoned without her speaking a word. "You come seeking the fruit of your womb, but it is locked by your own deed. Long ago, in childish wrath, you took life from the earth unnaturally. You buried a chicken alive, denying it dignity, and the spirits of fertility have turned away. Nala gasped, memories flooding back like a monsoon rain. She fell to her knees, sobbing. It was a mistake. I was young and foolish. How can I make it right? Baba Olu nodded gravely. The earth remembers all. To lift the curse, you must atone. Return to the spot where you buried the chicken. There, perform a ritual of honor. Sacrifice a hen with respect, cook a feast for the spirits, sing songs of apology, and bury it properly as one would a kin. Dance with humility and invite the village to witness. Only then will life flow back to you. Word spread through the village like wildfire in dry grass. Nala is burying a chicken like a queen. Villagers whispered, some mocking, others intrigued. On the chosen day, under a sky painted with clouds, the community gathered at the old farm plot. Drummers pounded rhythms that echoed the heartbeat of the land. Nala, dressed in white for purity, carried a plump hen adorned with beads. She knelt at the cursed spot, tears streaming. "O spirit of the buried one," she sang, her voice trembling but strong. "Forgive my anger, my blindness. I took life in haste. Now I give honor in peace. Let fertility return. Let my womb bloom like the fields in rainy season." She prepared a meal, yam porridge, roasted plantains, and spices, offering portions to the earth. Then, with gentle hands, she ended the hen's life swiftly, without suffering, and buried it deep, covering it with soil and flowers. As she danced, circling the grave, the villagers joined in. Children clapped, women ululated, and even the elders swayed. Amara, ever the jester, twirled beside her, shouting, "If dancing with chickens brings babies, I'll dance with goats next." Laughter mingled with the solemnity, lightening the air. As the sun dipped low, Nala felt a warmth spread through her, as if invisible chains had snapped. She returned to the city, renewed. Weeks later, nausea gripped her mornings, and joy bloomed in her heart. The doctor confirmed twins, but that was just the beginning. Over the years, Nala bore not 2, but 8 children, 4 sets of twins, each healthy and vibrant. The hospital buzzed with awe. Neighbors called it a miracle from the gods. Kofi's family, once cruel, now bowed in apology. His mother wept, "Forgive us, Nala. You are a vessel of blessings." Nala's home overflowed with laughter, the patter of feet, and stories shared around the fire. She taught her children, respect all life, for even the smallest act echoes through time. Back in the village, her tale became legend, passed down at moonlit gatherings. Elders warned, never bury anger, for it buries you in return. And so, Nala lived long, her life a testament to redemption. You won't believe it, but burying that chicken alive led to a curse unbroken, until humility set her free. Moral lesson: anger plants seeds of sorrow, but forgiveness and respect harvest joy. Every life, no matter how small, deserves dignity, for the spirits watch and remember. Thank you for listening to this tale. If you've ever acted in anger and faced unexpected consequences, share in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more African stories that inspire and amaze.